Howdy folks, it's the 16th of July 2020. Just coming up through, I've got a little gallery space here, and not that I'm going to give you an in-depth view, but I'm just walking through here, so I just thought I'd just briefly show you. So if you don't think I've got any pots on Etsy, well, I may not have a lot on Etsy, but I've got in here a few pots. Yeah, we should do a video, shouldn't we? Lighting's not so great in here. I don't have track lighting. Need to get some track lighting. Somebody painted a picture of me. Ha. Hey, just going down into the pottery studio here. I'm on the run, on the fly. Hang on, I better turn this off, otherwise Google will complain, or YouTube. Can't play music, might be somebody else's. Oh dear. So yeah, I'm just drying off here. In the middle of raw glazing. So I've just done some bud vases. I'm desperately trying to get them. I bought this heating tray thing few years back, and it does a good job actually, especially if you're a raw once firer like I am. So just yeah, you can see there's still some moisture there, and I've got to put the glaze on the outside as well and then decorate them. Plus I've got few tankards there, so that's that. And I just put this over it to kind of keep the heat in a bit. What else is going on? Some tankards here which have got iron slip on, which I've done the insides. I've got to do the outsides. I'm not going to bother because I've already got a few here that I've already done. And oh yeah, I'm actually in the process. There's this thing. Yeah, that's my sprayer. I just remembered I left my tripod. I left the tripod over in the kiln shed. I don't have it here, so this is going to have to be handheld. Yeah, so these tea bowls that I made, I have had. Basically, these are all impressed designs, or paddled, wet on the wheel. Wet on the wheel, that reminds me of that song, Radar Love. I've been driving all night, my hands wet on the wheel. So, sorry about that, yeah. Yeah, so just going to just line these up here. I'm going to give them a blast with some wood ash out of my firebox. Yeah, this is a star paddle one there. Dee da 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 dee. Now, what am I going to do with this camera? I'm just thinking. As I don't have my tripod, maybe I could improvise and actually wanted you to see it. Maybe I can just hold it. So, in this siphon bottle here, unfortunately the wind is just getting up, which is not what I want for spraying. And, so I do basically like four shots. 1, 2, and then I turn the board around, do the same on the other side. Dee-dee-dee. Ooh, wind. Wind! It's quite fine spray. Okay. Let's put that down there. Now I've got to turn this board around with one hand. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. There he is. Hey Tammy, what's going on? Okay, again. I think it's got something in the jet there. I certainly beats doing it by blowing. Yeah, Tim. Hey Tim, what's going on? Oh, my booty taputu. Hello. What you doing? Hey? Yes. Where have you been? Okay. All right. I think that will suffice. Okay. What I've got to do now is I've got to go on walkabout. Let's put the camera there on the tripod, not the tripod, on the board. I've got to go to the kiln shed. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some rain. It's cooler today, which is nice. Yeah, it's going to quickly load these in the kiln. See if we can get it off by midday. Let's see now. Put that down there. You see there's a typical example how useful wear boards are. For a start, these are covered with wood ash. I don't want to have to be touching these more than possible. Not more than possible, more than necessary, I should say. Yes. So I've got my cone there, that's cone 10. And I've got probably more than enough pots. I've got all those tea bowls there. I've got these up here. They've been sitting around for a while. Plus I've got these tankards here. Plus I've got all these bowls up here. So I'm going to load them in. Turn a light on. Yeah, but actually what I've got to do is I like to put a couple of bud vases down there on the floor, and there, and then I like to have a couple of bud vases here in the front. So I've actually got to go and do those. Oh, what a chore. Life in the pottery. I've just been clipping the with these guys. These are willows here, which I took as cuttings from that tree. Just stick them in the ground, they just take very easily. So I've just been trying to shape it a bit because I'm trying to make it into like a hedge. It's not looking... Hey Tim, it's not looking too bad. It's filling out. That's the thing. When you clip it off at the top and the sides, it fills out. I've done the same along here. You see all these that I planted. You'll see them in the course of the next year or two. They will grow up like that hedge there. So I have a bit of privacy here, just a little bit. I can clip it to whatever height I want, so it doesn't have to close off my view. One Leach treadle wheel needs a home. Hasn't seen clay yet. It's seen a bit of clay dust, mine, as you can see. But yeah, if anybody's interested, pick up only, I'm afraid. I'm not shipping it. So if that grabs you. Also Zoom classes. Zoom classes are in operation. If you want to have a one-on-one, some little bud vases here. There's a drying out. Yeah, if you want a one-on-one, or if you want to do a class, I'm doing a class with about 12 people. I'm actually demonstrating, and it's a sort of a Q&A, sort of questions and answers, interactive kind of thing. If that's something that grabs you, maybe you run a pottery studio and you don't know what to do with your students because you can't teach them now because of this thing that's going on. So that might interest you if you want to sign them up for a group session. We'll have a group chat in, talk about pots, and I can demonstrate. Think about it. Also, though, I am running workshops here. If that grabs you, I have a workshop coming up day after tomorrow here. We have, I think, 6 people. 6 people are coming, so yeah, looking forward to that. Hey, thanks a lot for joining me, folks. Just life in another day in a pottery, you know. Nothing too exciting, but you know, that's what it's about, isn't it? It's being creative, it's making, it's communing with nature and God Almighty. Hey, keep practicing. I'll see you later. Now, how do I turn this thing off? Helps if I, yep, here we go.